Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So of course the pre-orders are happening for both the Necron Codex, the Space Marine Codex. We get a ton of models all coming this Saturday for you to pre-order, and because that's happening we're getting articles all through this week dedicated to that. And today's video is going to be covering the Space Marine article, which shows off the Blood Angels, Space Wolves and Dark Angels new stuff when it comes to their rules, and also some Successor stuff as well. So let's jump in and let's get talking. Now before we do get into that, I just want to say, in this article they released the image that you see in the background now. This was the blur image. Remember from like, how long ago was this now? Was this like last January or something? Like it came out, we had like the little snippet of the blur image. The land speeder was in there. Well, I say it's a land speeder, it's a storm speeder now. The gladiator tank, all the bikes were in there, and everyone was like, it's fake, it's not real, it's real. I always hung to that, it was real, and my faith was rewarded. So there we go. It's nice to see that GW have released it, and you can see all the new toys are part of this new range that we're going to be getting when everything releases this edition for Space Marines. So let's start off with what is going to be in this actual codex when it comes to chapters representing and the rules attached to them. So you can actually see here, it actually says on the website, it says, first and foremost, for the first time, the new codex includes chapter tactics for all 9 Loyalist first founding chapters, as well as Death Watch and those successors whose renown almost rivals that of their parent chapter. So you can see the Blood Angels, and they get the Flesh Tearers. Flesh Tearers are awesome. The Imperial Fist get the Crimson Fist and Black Templars come along with them. White Scars, no successors. Dark Angels, no successors. Space Wolves, no successors. Iron Hands, Ultramarine Salamanders, Raven Guard, no successors. And of course at the bottom you get the Death Watch, and on the other side it says with the Blood with the Blood Angels you get the Red Thirst. The Flesh Tearers get Fury Within. Imperial Fist get Siege Masters. Crimson Fist get No Matter the Odds. Black Templars Righteous Seal. White Scars Lightning Assault. Dark Angels get Grim Resolve. Space Wolves get Hunters Unleashed. The Iron Hands get The Flesh is Weak. Ultramarines Codex Discipline, of course, bloody bookworms. Salamanders Forged in Battle. Raven Guard Shadow Masters, because they're never there on the battlefield because they're always hiding, absolute cowards. And Death Watch, of course, get Xenos Hunters. So let's move on to the actual chapter traits now, and of course, since I'm a Space Marine fan of the Imperial Fists, that is where my knowledge is. So if you are a Space Wolf, if you are a Dark Angel, you're a Blood Angel, the stuff we're going to be talking about, please, 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 please give me feedback. Post your feedback in the comment section, because I would love to see what you make of these. I don't know these at all, so I don't know if they're going to benefit you as a person who plays these chapters, or do you think like they're crap and they're not really good at all, they're actually like a kick in the teeth, let's say. So let's start with the Space Wolves, and this is Hunters Unleashed. So it says, each time a model with this tactic makes a melee attack, if that model's unit made a charge move, was charged, or performed the heroic intervention this turn, add 1 to the attack hit roll. And it says units with this relic are eligible to perform heroic interventions as they were characters. Now I actually do like the heroic intervention. I think that's pretty cool. So anyone can intervene and stuff, and let's say just save the day, take the damage and stuff. I think that's very Space Wolf. Throwing yourself in front of the enemy, saying, "I am the big wolf. Coming, hit me in the face instead." And of course, with like each time a model with this tactic makes a melee attack, if that model's unit made a charge move, was charged, or perform a heroic intervention this turn, add 1 to the attack's hit roll. I think that's pretty decent. And anything that adds 1 to the hit roll, I'll always take, because it benefits you when you come to do your dice rolling. And on to the Blood Angels. Yours is called Red First. By the way, the secondary ones, even though we're going through like the Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and stuff like that, like the Flesh Tearers one's not here. So for those of you like, where's the Flesh Tearer one? They didn't show this off. They just show like the main factions one off. And when I say main factions, it's only the Dark Angels, Space Wolves, and Blood Angels. I'm sure we're going to see the rest of them this week, and we'll all have more videos and things to say about it. Right, so Blood Angels, back to the Blood Angels. Red First, add 1 to the advance rolls and charge rolls made for this unit with this tactic. Each time a model with this tactic makes a melee attack, if that model's unit made a charge move, was charged, or performed a heroic intervention this turn, add 1 to the attack's wound roll. Again, if it's adding 1 to the attack's wound roll, I'm all for that. Statistically, it gives you a better chance at wounding the enemy then. I do like the advance, +1 to the advance rolls as an Imperial Fist, and my bolter fire as I like to advance up with my 3-shot assault bolters. I want to get as far up the field as possible, so that's something that I would benefit from as an Imperial Fist. I'm not too sure with Blood Angels. I know, well, I say not too sure Blood Angels. You want to get close to the enemy, because I know a lot of Blood Angel players like to take a lot of melee, because that's where Blood Angels like to shine in melee combat with like the extra attacks and stuff, with like Death Company and all that kind of fango dango that you actually do in melee combat. And on to the Dark Angels, and this is called Grim Resolve. Each time a model with this tactic makes an attack, unless that model's unit has moved this turn, and it says excluding piling and consolidation moves, add 1 to the attack's hit roll. Each time a combat attrition test is taken for a unit with this tactic, it is automatically passed, so you don't have to do your combat attrition, which I actually see a lot of people are using, losing a lot of units to, because of course dice rolls and stuff like that. Space Marines not so much, but it's always nice to like auto pass and that kind of stuff. And like if you don't move, you get 1 to your hit roll. That's pretty decent. Heavy weapons, plasma, I'm thinking overcharging and stuff like that could be very, very decent. There we go. Very nice. And lastly in the article, they go over stuff that includes making your own chapters. You could probably argue that making your own chapter is more beneficial, because then you can have a little pick and mix of things that really work together. So some of the stuff that they're talking about in here, this is called bolter fusillades. So it says each time a model with this tactic makes a range attack with a bolt weapon, it says page 195, because of course that's what page it's on, reroll a hit of 1, pretty decent. Long range marksman, this is pretty decent, because if you think about long range marksman with a certain unit, which we'll talk about in a second, because it says add 3 inches to range characteristics of rapid fire and heavy weapons, excluding flamer weapons, see page 195, models with this tactic are equipped with. Now heavy weapons are the heavy intercessors. The heavy bolt rifle is a heavy weapon. That is range 42. So that instantly makes it a range 45-inch weapon. That, paired up with certain things, can be absolutely disgusting. A 45-inch range on a heavy bolt rifle can really tear some things apart, especially so, you know, if you're in the Devastating Doctrine and you're getting the extra AP and all that kind of stuff when you come your first turn of shooting. We've got a couple of them that are aimed at the more melee aspect. So the first one is Hungry for Battle. Add 1 to the advance rolls and charge rolls made for units with this tactic. So that's kind of like a Blood Angel kind of tactic for, you know, if you want to make a Blood Angel, you know, base chapter. So you can have the advantages of that one. The second one is Whirlwind of Rage. I love the name of this. Each time a model with this tactic makes a melee attack, if that model's unit made a charge move, was charged, or performed a heroic intervention this turn, and a modified hit roll of a 6, scores 1 additional hit. You cannot select this tactic if you already selected the duelist tactic, see opposite. So if you have the dice gods on your side, maybe, just maybe, you can get some nice little hits on your target and bring them down. And that is all we have for today, but I definitely think we're going to get more throughout the week. As an Imperial Fist fan, I'm really hoping to see the Imperial Fist chapter tactic. There's rumours around that if you roll a hit roll and you get a 6, you get 2 extra hits on bolt weapons, which could be fantastic. I'm interested to see what they do with the Salamanders, the Raven Guard, the White Scars, the Ultramarines, all of them. Like I said, it will make sense if they preview them on, just to get the hype up, like, oh, this gets that, this gets that. Yeah, I'm definitely buying the book. So it does make sense. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be getting them throughout the week. Of course, I would love to get your feedback on this. People who are Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Blood Angels, Space Marine fans as a whole, what do you think of some of the stuff they've shown off today? Do you like it? Do you hate it? If you did like it, what did you like? If you hated it, what did you hate about it? Post it down below, and we'll have a nice little chat down there, as we always do. That's enough from me. I'll see you all tomorrow with some more awesome articles. Hopefully. Oh, by the way, I know that this is a Space Marine one, and I know there's a Necron article out as well. If you want me to cover the Necron article, then I will do that. Of course, I'm a Space Marine fan, so I'm covering the Space Marine one first, but if you want me to cover the Necron one, then I definitely will do that. Right, enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you now. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.